Right, here I am, yeah. Oh, what bike am I on today, do you think? Well, look at that. Yeah, BSA, of course. Yeah, third time on it, except I've got it for a few days. Yeah, so... Oh, listen to that. I'll tell you more when we get going. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going, so I've got sat-nav on. Yeah. Oh, listen to that. It's just lovely. But we'll keep steady. While I just go through what we've got. So we've got 2 round clocks with chrome round, just as I like. Oh, 40 miles an hour. Yeah. Mickey Mouse mirrors. We've got that headlamp with a little light cluster on top, which is marvellous. I do like that. We've got a USB takeoff, USB and USB-C. Yeah, brilliant. So I could charge my phone if it goes flat. All the controls dead easy. Oh, we've got to give way. Oh, we're turning right here. Yeah. We've got 45 brake horsepower and 50 odd Newton meters of torque. And it is a fun little bike. I haven't changed my mind about this. I said straight off I loved it, and I do. I think it's a wonderful motorcycle. And you know, there's been, well, people have said different things, haven't they? Largely because it's different and it's new, and yeah, it's not a continuous production bike like the Royal Enfield Classic, but I mean, you know, there's arguments for and against that sort of point of view. I can tell you to ride what I'm thinking now, because I've been on it a while. Hey up, what are we doing here? Oh. Go left. It's like a smoother, more powerful Bertie. It is. That's what it feels like. Handling and brakes. The back brake, I find absolutely fine. It's, you know, it surprised me. The front brake, yeah, it's okay. The tyres, not too bad. All the BSA demo bikes, they're going around the country, and of course they'll be getting absolutely racked, won't they, by every Tom, Dick and Harry. Hey up, a bit of a flood here. But I thought these back roads round here are a real good test for it. It's its sort of country. And it just goes so well. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. I don't want to go crazy. It's not that sort of bike, is it? If you want to go crazy, you're going to be buying something very different to this. The seat I find dead comfy. It's a bit firm, but I think I've said it before. What my experience is firm tends to be comfy long distance. But listen to that engine. It does sound nice. I do need to get petrol as well, so that's another reason for not going crazy on it. and it's only done 253 miles, but it's been a tough 253 miles, I'll wager. Yeah. Oh, naughty boy. The clocks, initially, I said they're the wrong way around. They're not the wrong way around. They go round the same way as ordinary clocks. It's just that they start in a different position when they sweep round the bottom rather than round the top. Yeah, I am impressed with it. I think the marketing strategy at the beginning was all a bit chaotic, but what we've learnt since then is the same problem has struck all the other manufacturers, hasn't it? Yeah, do you remember the Kawasaki 404 was supposed to be here in September? We're still waiting. Now, do I go left here? No, not here. Round here. Yeah, the Triumph Scrambler. You know, what a carry on that is. They're carting bikes around the country just for us to have a look at. I've got to wait till December before I get to look at one. Royal Enfield, well, what's happened with Royal Enfield? Complete disaster, isn't it? Since sacking MotoGP, lack of parts. So overall, with hindsight, thinking about the delays that occurred or for BSA, it's just the same for everybody else. Yeah. Reliability, I don't know of anyone who's had any issues. If you know different, I'd be interested to know. But anyway, that's enough about justifying the BSA, and I don't think it needs justifying. Yes, it's not a 1960s Gold Star, but my T100 Bonneville is also not a 1968 Triumph Bonneville, is it? No, it's quite a long way off it. Yeah, this is liquid cooled as well. Well, so is my Triumph. What I'll do is I will look for somewhere just to do a walk round, because I know you've all seen them. And you can refresh your memory. Yeah. I might do the walk round sooner than planned. Oh, I've got a leaf attached. This is a road that you really, really don't want a car in front of you on. It is a beautiful road. I don't know if you can tell, it is very windy today, and it's only forecast to get windier and wetter. I know, it's always the same whenever I get a bike for more than a few hours. Right, so for the walk around, I've been having a bit of a play, left the indicator on. I know where I'm going to go and do the walk round, so that's what we'll do right now, providing I don't get kicked off. Yeah, I know, marvellous. What I will say is that with the indicator, people have complained about the lights being down there and they can't see them. I find them much easier to see my indicator, like just then. If that had been on Bertie or anything else, I'd never have seen it for the camera, but this is a perfect view. So I'm gonna go in here. Yeah. Indicator on. Do you reckon the gate's open? And we'll have a little ride down here. Yeah. So yeah, sort of BSA, sort of semi-off-road. Look at that. Wonderful. Look at that, chugging along, 20 miles an hour. Just no problem. 1500 revs. But you can see how windy it is. Terrible, yeah. No vehicles beyond this point, so what I'll do is I'll just put it here like that, yeah, and we'll have a look at it. Marvellous. Side stand down, over it goes, ignition off, little warning light there saying side stand down. And let's have a little look. Yeah, wonderful. Right, here we are. BSA Gold Star 650 single. Yeah, third time of me riding it. I've done quite a few miles on it now, and the more I ride it, the more I enjoy it. Yeah, so Brembo brake on the front. Yeah, nice sort of alloy type spoked wheels. Yeah, that radiator. It's a liquid cooled bike. I think everyone's got over that now. Skid pan underneath there. This one has been loaded on and off vans, I should imagine, up and down the country. It looks alright, doesn't it? It's standing up well to what would be rough treatment. We would never treat our own bikes in the way that these have been treated, but I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Is that metal? Plastic? Yeah, it's plastic. But you know, plastic on my Thruxton. What can I say? They asked me what colour I wanted to take. I said black, because that's the colour I would buy. Yeah. So I like it in black. But all the colours are pretty decent. The clocks, obviously I've put this on so I don't get lost. I like them, I do. People have complained about the positioning of them, but I like it. It's different. This, people have complained, they said it's a bit big. I think it's fine, doesn't bother me at all. It is a modern bike, it's just retro in style. The mirrors, no problem at all seeing out of. The controls all feel pretty good still, and yet despite all this modernisation, it does have a retro feel to it. The engine's a little bit rattly, the exhaust pops. It's exactly what you want, or what I would want. Maybe you don't. The finish on it is fine. Like I said, this has been treated, you know, it'll have been strapped on, strapped off, up and down vans. It's been ridden by people who perhaps aren't that fussed about it. The seat, it looks decent, it feels decent. I've been perfectly comfortable on it all day. The engine casing, well, you can get the chrome one if you want. I don't know, I don't think that's chrome, is it? It's just the other side. But this shit just goes so sweetly. And I've just come up quite a steep hill coming into Long Melford up from Sudbury, and it pulls up there. Absolutely no trouble whatsoever. Big mud guard's going to keep that dirt off. Dinky little indicators, that's fine. A lot you can do to it. Suspension, where is it? It's about in the middle. It could go up a bit more. And this sticker that people complained about, it doesn't look as though it's been scratched or anything. Maybe you'd paint it on if you were that fussed. I hope the sound's going to work alright on this. But like I say, 45 brake horsepower, 55 newton meters of torque, and it does feel nice. It feels nice to ride. I do like it. I haven't changed my position on it at all, not since I first ride it. And I know what you're all thinking, why haven't you bought one then? Well, timing really. And I've got other bikes. Will I buy one? I can see me having one of these. I really can, yeah. But more to come. Yeah, we'll see what Mrs. Tame thinks of it, hopefully, as well. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back on and do the senses again. So, I guess time for the senses. Yeah. What does it taste like? Oh, it's like a licorice also, I reckon. Yeah. Licorice also, Mrs. Tame will tell you, are one of my favourite. Yeah, I really do. I nothing better. If you want to buy me something for Christmas, licorice all sorts. Yeah. Marvellous. This could be licorice with that white sugary thing inside, or maybe even one of those aniseedy licorice ones with all the bubbles on, you know, the pink and blue ones. Yeah, that'd be marvellous. But that's what it'd taste like. What does it smell like? Well, it smells like a bit of new bike. Can't smell any oil or water or anything. Quite a pleasant smell coming from it. New bikes, I do like the smell. What does it look like? It looks like, and this is going to be controversial, it looks a bit like a BSA Gold Star. Yeah, I know. And it does. I say it's as simple as that. It definitely looks like a BSA. Yeah, it's got a liquid cooled engine, but they've done a pretty decent job of making it look a bit retro. The clocks are marvellous. The headlamp, I like the shape of that, the shape of the sea, the shape of the mudguard. Everything's pretty decent. They've put dinky little indicators on, which are just lovely. Yeah, I think it looks the business. To touch and feel, it feels pretty decent. Yeah, I know. And again, people will criticise, say, oh no, it's badly made and all that. Well, I think it's just absolutely fine. I really do. I don't know what people's beef is with it. And the sound, it could be louder. The instant sound isn't very good. I know that. So you're not going to hear it, but you have heard it. And some people say it sounds like a lawnmower. Some say it sounds very authentic. I think it sounds pretty decent. I do. I like the sound of it. Would I take the baffle out if I had one? I'm not sure I would. I think someone said that someone's doing like a half baffle. I don't know what that means. Either it's a baffle or it's not. Maybe it's a shortened baffle. Yeah. How does it make me feel? Well, I like it. I think you can tell. I liked it straight off when I first rode it. I like the sound of it. It is authentic. I think it does sound authentic. It's got a bit of a rattle to the engine. It's got a bit of a pop to the exhaust. Yeah, I think it sounds pretty decent. The Sixth Sense though, how does it make me feel? I just love it. I do. It makes me feel very happy. I really enjoy riding it. I get the visor shut completely. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Yeah, I mean, the clutch is light enough. The gearbox is like a cross between a Royal Enfield and a Triumph. Yeah, it clunks, but not quite as loud as a Triumph. The suspension, back suspension's a little bit soft. Going to be interested to see what it's like with Mrs. Tame on. But yeah, the front brake, actually, when you're pulling it, it feels like it's pumping a bit. I don't know if you know what I mean. It sort of gramps a little bit, but that could just be me. It is quite a reach to it, and these demonstrator bikes, you know, they have a bit of rough treatment, so it could be all sorts of things. It could be just that it needs bedding in. It could be a warped disc. I don't know, but I'd be surprised. But it's okay. Yeah, it's very minor. The back brake's absolutely fine. You know, I've heard lots of people criticise it that don't have one, and I haven't heard anybody criticise it that does. So, you know, make of it what you will. I like it, and I'm looking forward to having some more rides on it. The geese liked it then as I went past. Yeah. So that's it. I'll catch you again, no doubt, on this, and if you don't catch me on this, you'll catch me in a mutter. Yeah. Ta-ta.